Hey everyone, this is Chris. Welcome to the channel. So I hope you grow your account and grow your mind. So it appears things are even getting worse for Coinbase. I just made a video about this yesterday, and it was late yesterday, and I'm still waking up today trying to figure out what's going on. I'll just tell you the flat out. So there was an article that I read this morning. Basically, the headline is, let me read it here: Coinbase earnings were bad. Worse still, crypto exchange is now warning that bankruptcy could wipe out user funds. So here's the basic gist of it is crypto is not FDIC insured. So if you don't know what that means, and I'd have to check exactly FDIC, I could probably check it now, but usually basically if you put your money in a bank account, you're insured for like a couple $100,000, meaning that if the bank were to go bankrupt or those other money, the government will back you up. The deal with Coinbase, however, is let's say you have crypto there and Coinbase goes bankrupt, you actually lose all your assets. So that's pretty messed up. Full disclosure, I actually have some Ethereum, what do I want to call it? It's like cold storage, lockdown. I can't remember the right word for it. I'm not a crypto expert. I don't pretend to be. That's why I don't talk about a ton about crypto on this channel, but I do have some Ethereum. Oh, staked, that's the right word. I have some Ethereum staked. And, one of the things that concerns me as well is actually I can't buy or sell my staked Ethereum. The whole purpose of staking is something is like, you kind of freeze it there and you'll collect interest on it. So I do get interest on my Ethereum, which is really funny. But this idea that if Coinbase went under, I actually lose everything, that's a bit concerning. Now, one of the things, and I love to hear from people who are crypto experts on this, is evidently the safest way to do crypto is have a private wallet. And I guess this is sort of part of the blockchain technology that we're still all working out. So personally, I think crypto is the future. I don't think Bitcoin's necessarily going to go to zero or anything like that, but I do think there'll be a lot of bumps along the way and people will lose depending on where you're storing this thing. I just think that's a reality of it. And also to reading about this is kind of nuts. I actually was what's the right word to say? Really surprised that Coinbase lost money last quarter. The actual number that they lost was 400. I'm reading right here. First quarter loss of 429.7 million. And you compare that to the quarter before where they were making 387.7 million. So basically 429 million they lost last quarter, and the quarter before they made 387 million. So that's like a swing. Do the quick math here, about $800 million swing, right? From making money to losing money. So I'm serious. I was actually really surprised because I always thought that Coinbase was a cash cow because people are trading crypto. And Coinbase makes a ton of money on transaction fees, which is one of the reasons I don't really like Coinbase that much, because if the fees are so high, I want to trade and trade freely. Although to be perfectly fair, when you trade at a brokerage and it is free, there's nothing quote free in trading. Sometimes, or oftentimes I should say, many brokers have a little bit of slippage, meaning that, for example, because I'm getting a free transaction fee, I may not get a great execution price. So that's why oftentimes you want to use limit orders to ensure that you're getting a good price, but then sometimes you don't get filled. That's a whole other discussion. But Coinbase has high fees, but I would always assume I'm getting a good fill price, which matters a lot if you're spending a ton of money on the stuff, right? Every little percentage, every little penny actually counts a lot depending on how much money you're putting into the market. So this was also a bit concerning too, as the article came out, and then the CEO felt the need. Basically, he was out tweeting. This is Brian Armstrong. I think you can call him, co-founder of Coinbase, CEO and co-founder of Coinbase. And he just had this series of tweets. I'm just looking at them right here now. And he's basically trying to reassure everyone that they're not going to go bankrupt. I'm not saying they are, I'm not saying they aren't. It's just the whole thing is concerning, especially for those of you who have a lot of money at Coinbase. So I'm just bringing up this issue because I want to get your guys' opinion on this one. And for me personally, I would say if you want to be really safe, either have a private crypto wallet or buy your crypto through a really, what's the right word to say, like established bank or established entity. I'll put a link down below for one that I like, but there's more than that, right? You can do all kinds of ones. I think this is why too many high net worth individuals are asking for like your JP Morgans or your Wells Fargo or your Charles Schwab to get into crypto as well, because people are kind of feel more safe. And this is also where we need to fix our law, not fix the right word, but be clear on our laws on how someone like say this, for example, a JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs, how are they going to handle crypto, and are they going to be FDIC insured? And I think this is something that Janet Yellen talks about a lot as well. They always talk about crypto over there. So it's interesting. It just this issue, since I don't talk about crypto all the time on this channel, this particular issue I think is important and something you need to understand, because some of these crypto exchanges will come and go. It's just the reality of it. And some people will lose all their money the same way that, like, and this is also full disclosure, right? I tell you guys about other channels that just pump Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and all this kind of nonsense to you guys, and people lose a lot of money. And in fact, people will end up losing all of their money on some of these things. So that's why I'm never like, hey everyone, you should totally buy Doge and Shiba. I don't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. And for me, the shock was that Coinbase lost money. I was really surprised yesterday. If I would have known, obviously I would have shorted it from the beginning, but I personally always thought Coinbase would make money. And now we have the CEO trying to convince people that are not going to go bankrupt. That has me concerned. That it just, you know, when sort of the bar, right? The bar of your company is, hey everyone, we're okay. We're not going to go bankrupt. It doesn't make me feel better, even though, you know, from his point of view, obviously he's tweeting these things out to make you feel better. But, you know, when an article comes out saying you could lose everything and the CEO is trying to defend that, it doesn't make me feel better. He is saying, though, this is one of his tweets. I'll just read it out. He says, finally, we, of course, offer a self-custodial solution. This is a wallet solution. They're called the Coinbase Wallet, for those who prefer to store their own crypto. Our goal is to make the best custodial and self-custodial solutions in crypto each carry their own risks and benefits, and important that customers can choose the best solution for their needs. We'll keep working to continue to improve customer protections in all our products across both categories. The reason why I mention this, I think this tweets are really important, is they're basically acknowledging that, yes, if you do store your crypto with us, you'll lose everything, we go bankrupt, but we're trying to offer some ways that you can have kind of your own wallet. So I don't know exactly how that is going to work, and I do know Robinhood has talked about, not promoting Robinhood, I'm just saying Robinhood has talked about doing their own wallet thing as well. But I think this is probably going to be one of the biggest sticking points in any one of these exchanges is how are they handling crypto, and does the wallet belong to you or not? I'll give you another simple example, just in the world of video games, which I think is very much related. I used to play, and I still do sometimes, but not that much, digital card games, and the question would always be like, can you sell your assets from like a card game, or even like, we'll just say World of Warcraft and this kind of stuff. Can you sell your assets on eBay? And there's always been debates on who owns the digital asset. And I think this is something that will continue to go forward, be it Roblox or be it, you know, Meta, Facebook, et cetera, is who owns your digital assets. The company owns it, or you actually own it. And then are you free to buy and sell? So every company takes a different stance. Some companies are like, it's illegal to sell your assets on eBay, and in fact, you will be banned from, et cetera, from our thing. And but the thing is with crypto is like, we're just skipping the video game thing entirely, and we're just all about, you know, this is an asset. So anyway, that's what I have to say about this. I'm not that nervous, but I'm just not thrilled that my that maybe my Ethereum is not protected. I don't have very much money in there. I think I have like $100 or something like that. It's not a lot. I don't have a ton in crypto, but I do have it there, and I prefer not to lose money if I don't have to. But that's it. Anyway, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Again, Coinbase, there's a possibility if they go bankrupt, you would lose everything, and so they're you know, in the tweet they're discussing kind of like having different choices on how you store your crypto. So love to hear your thoughts on this one. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video.